Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brianna and I'm a 3rd grade teacher in North Carolina. And maybe we should be calling this organization Get Ready for Open House Meet the Teacher at this point, because classroom's pretty set up. I'm just kind of doing little things here and there. So come along. Well, I bought a whole microphone, but of course, none of these plugs plug into this camera. So, guess I will have to try another one. So, I love my alphabet, but I need to add the bigger one on top. So that's what I'm changing, so that it's more visible. So a couple things. One, I saw someone on TikTok talk about iClever, and they were sending teachers free headphones. So I signed up and got 5 pairs of headphones, which is amazing. I'll leave the information down below. I literally just had to put in my email and I think my school and what grade I teach. I don't even know, but I like how they fold up, actually. That's really nice. I just love having extra pairs, or if kids end up breaking, or some of them have to charge them, and then sometimes they lose them because they bring them to enrichment with them, and then sometimes kids just don't have a pair of headphones. So it's always good to have some. And then I showed these in my haul. They're just dry erase erasers I got from Temu. So that's what, 3, 6, 9, 12, 24 of them. And they were probably like $1 or $2. So I'm tired of seeing them on my table. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put them in all of these pencil boxes, one for every child, and then I'll just keep my extras probably at my small group table so we could use them there. I found my bin of borders from last year. I knew I had extras, so that's awesome because I can fix the part over there that's ripped on the bottom. And then I'm heating up my school laminator. Well, this is just mine that I keep at school, my old one. And I took a picture of the recess shelf, and I think I'm just gonna post it back there so that when they clean up, this is how they should clean up. And I also just found one more of these containers, so I might switch this so that they match. So, if they're wondering how to put everything back, this is gonna be over here. So there can be no questions on how to keep this organized. Okay, so I have this stuff here from last year when I used this as storage, so I'm gonna move it to this side over here where I'm gonna do storage now. It's really all scholastics. Oh, so I'll have to go through that. These are all my like small group books that I've collected throughout the years. So this cabinet is clean, so I'm gonna adjust all the numbers that I have here to fit the new setup. My numbers are all matching now. Y'all, let me tell you, double-sided tape, I peeled these off, did not take the tape off, and stuck them in a new location. And they're gonna stay up all year. I love double-sided tape. These labels I have in my TPT store, so I will link them down below. Every student gets a top cubby and a book box, and then there's 2 hooks in there. So one for one of the kids and one for the other. All of that is done. Obviously these pencil boxes won't be there. And then I did these on this side. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna, with a Sharpie, number their cursive books and put one in every cubby, so that's ready to go. Double-sided tape is also how I stuck this on here. I removed it from the cubby from last year. The tape was still on there, and I stuck it back here. Literally glorious. I think the new alphabet is too black. I don't like it. If anything, I'll print the old alphabet on bigger sheets. I brought in my purple bins from Walmart, but only 2 fit on a bookshelf. So either I need to buy 1 more or return 1. Brought in my pillows that I washed from last year. A lot of them sat up on this bench. So I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing because it was against the window, so it had something to lean on, but we'll see. I'm gonna go through these drawers right now and pull everything out that's not supposed to be here, or else I'll never get to it. These are just extra containers. My students' pencil boxes have the little zipper pouch. This is for their colored pencils. And then I put a blue pen and a red pen that I got supplied by the school, and then the little Expo eraser. And eventually I will put more in here, but that's there for now. I have to keep those out until I'm done filling them. Here is everything that was in here, which is all my stuff besides the yarn and the crayons and other, you know, not all of it, stuff that goes on that board up there. That'll be easy to manage. And then I have a bunch of new crayons from summer school, so that's awesome. And then more sticky notes, goodness gracious, and all my magnets. I have this number words paper. I just laminated 6 of them. I've had this for years, but I made a new copy last year, and I keep 1 in every table group. Just a good resource to have. And then I'm gonna keep 1 in the student supply area. All right, I've been chit-chatting, pacing, trying to decide what I want to do. I'm gonna wipe down these shelves and start organizing my library. This is not all of my books, but I pulled these out. I brought all my bins in, so. I don't love this. I think it's because the board is orange though, so I need to bring in pinks and yellows in the border. Let me know your thoughts. All right, I wanted to show y'all this before I add my students' names to it. I made this last year for my outside board, and then I just put my kids' names on the roller skates, that was weird. This border I made myself, and then I don't remember where this is from. Actually, I think I made this too on Canva or something. So that's my outside board. So I've cut out all of my numbers, and now I'm going to put them on this wall. The tape I use is this Mavis tape. It's like poster tape, or Marvelous. Our school gives this to us. It's really strong tape that I love, but it's interesting because it doesn't work the same in everybody's classroom. Works amazing in mine though. All right, that is complete. I have 0 through 12. In North Carolina, the 3rd graders only need to know 0 through 10, but might as well keep them all up there. What my kids do when I have them, or when they pass a fact quiz, they get to sign their name on the number, and so their names fill this up throughout the year, so it's a little like tracking thing for them. I will probably have them write it with vis-a-vis because that's wet erase markers. That way I can use them every year. I had the numbers for a few years, and then I had the kids write in Sharpie, so I kept having to use Expo and then a Clorox wipe and wipe them down, and so it was just time for a new set. And I never got around to this last year, so I didn't even have these numbers up last year, but these are on my Teachers Pay Teachers store, so I will link these down below. I just printed them on white cardstock and then laminated them at home. Yesterday, I used a carpet cleaner on my carpets, so I'm going to vacuum it, and then I'm gonna spray it with Scotch Guard to hopefully avoid stains, because it stains so easily. Like you could see that one right there. Yesterday, because by the way, it is Saturday now. I don't like this at all. I think before I do my library, I'm gonna put more border around this board to hopefully bring in these colors so that it makes more sense, because I think the orange is just really throwing it off right now. Okay, so first task that I got done was taping this border that had kind of peeled up. I have more of it, but it's fine. I'm gonna wipe down this board with a Clorox wipe since it's better than paper. My kids last year would sit on top of this while we were at this carpet, so that's where all the pulling came from. And then I'm gonna try to erase that. I don't know if it's pencil or not, but start there. And then these are all the borders that I printed last year. So, or that I purchased. These ones I purchased from Amazon, so I'll put the link below. And then these I bought off Etsy, I believe, and then I printed and cut myself. So, I'm gonna play around with those. I need to bring in yellow and pink, or I just need to move all these bins to this shelf because I think the blue would look better. I don't know, the yellow and this pink are throwing me off. This pink is a little bit different than this one, if you can see. This one's bluer. It breaks my heart that I literally have so much of this. But that's okay. So obviously I already have my checkers going on. And then this is what I used up front on my calendar. And then I used blue checkers and the flower smiley faces. The options I have from the pack from Amazon are these 4, and then the ones that I've printed myself are these. And I really like these because it brings in the blue and it's not as much white space. And then the little smiley face matches the checkers. I think what I did is I copied and pasted I took a screenshot of this and put it in a PowerPoint document so that I can match the color perfectly. But I really like these smiley faces. And if I'm going to have to make them, I don't want to do the wavy border ones, no matter how cute that is. But I do have this sparkly blue, which would tie in the blue bins. So, and then I would have a wave. So I think I'm going to do the smiley faces with the stars and this blue and then the checkered that's already there. This is the one I have up front. So, I mean, I could use it, but again, I'm trying to bring in more colors than the orange. So I think that would be my best bet. But I only have 3 of them, or 2 of them actually. 3 of them, yep, okay. Because there's 3 on 1 sheet of paper, so I'll have to print that tonight and work on this next week. I'm going to put these bins over here and then kind of make these the hidden ones. So I like these bins better anyway. And these are for sale at Michael's right now, so if I need more, I could buy them. And maybe I'll bring one of the little borders to see if there's any other colors that I can kind of bring in. I don't need more bins, but you know, these are throwback to when I went to every single dollar store, no matter where I was, to look for bins, because bins were not easy to come by 9 years ago, okay? The Target dollar spot didn't have bins. Now, granted, they don't really have them anymore either, which kind of upsets me, but I guess they have them in the school section now. But these were the only things you could find. Those are the ones that I'm trying to weed out and bring in these. I also love how these fit perfectly on my shelves. The blue ones are from Hobby Lobby a few years ago, so I think they're a little bit longer, but that's okay. These hang off this shelf. They're gonna hang off this shelf anyway. I guess I can put them sideways like I have these, which is what I'll probably do. So let me play around with this and I'll check in. I'm so happy. Y'all, I've like waited for this board to come together. That's gonna look awesome. And it'll finally just like be complete, you know? This is 1 page. So I'm gonna count out how many I'll have to print. I shouldn't need too many, and I won't have to do the blue on the bottom since the bookshelf is there, which is perfect. I might do it there, but that's it. The rest of my chapter books And then I have my like picture books, or my like larger sized ones, still in the cabinet. I worked hard today, and I'm gonna leave it at this for now. Some of these books are just random. I don't know if I'm gonna keep them all because I like my series, which is what mostly everything is. So we will see.